Hey everybody, Michael here. Sorry I haven't made a video in about a week or so. Um, just a lot of crap has been happening, and I really haven't felt like doing much of anything, really. As you know, the other day, or in one of my last videos, I was talking about my grandmother and how we were possibly going to have to put her into a nursing home. Well, things got worse on that end. She ended up just going downhill really quick, and so she she's now in the hospice care system, which the doctors have given her like less than 5 days. They said 5 days is optimal. So the last couple of days has been really hard for me dealing with that, because I'm a huge grandma's boy, and I'm able to say that with pride. And I would have that tattooed across my forehead, grandma's boy, and dare anyone to make fun of me or say anything about it. But because I was and am extremely close with my grandparents on my father's side. So yeah, it's been really hard for me. Also, dealing with Social Security still, and some of their double standards. I'm still learning to play that game. My the my caseworker, a few days prior to me having to send some paperwork in, told me that I could fax it in to make it a little bit faster. And so 2 or 3 days go by, and she finally calls me up, and she's like, did you get those papers I sent you and everything else? I said, yeah, I called you, I left you several messages for you to call me back, whatever. You told me I could fax them in, so I was just waiting for the fax number. And she goes off on me, and she said, well, I don't know whoever told you could do that or whatever, but I don't deal with things like that, and I will not do anything with emails, so don't even bother. And I'm like, lady, you told me that I could send you my stuff via fax to speed up the process. She's like, oh, well, that's not what I normally do, because most of my clients don't have access to that. I'm like, I'm sorry, did you just say most? As in more than me? Because me, I do things electronically, I do things over the internet, I do faxing whenever I can. I hate the mail system. The postal system sucks. And when we're living in a digital age where it's 3 clicks and you have the information that you need and I have the information I need, I'd rather do it that way than have to go out, find an envelope, trek myself down to a post office that may not be open that day because they're having money issues, purchase a stamp that used to be cheap, now it's damn near $1 to get one frickin' stamp, put my DNA all over the thing, and send it off and hope that the postal gods don't lose it on the way from whatever Pony Express that they're using to the next depot. So I got all that paperwork mailed off and turned in and everything, and it's like, woo, okay, now it's the hurry up and wait process all over again. Had I had the money, I would be on my way out to California right now to spend time with my grandmother during her last and final days. I can get out there, but doing so will cause like a huge financial burden, and I would have to borrow money and pay it back whenever Social Security decides to pay me out or what have you. So I still don't know what I want to do. All I know is that the clock is quite seriously ticking, and the last grains of sand are like passing through the hourglass. So I'm just like, I've been praying on it and asking for clarity, and I just don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to fly out there now and do my goodbyes, or if I want to go out there after she's passed on and um, go through the whole funeral burial process. So, it's one of those things that it's like, well, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. If I go out there now, I won't be going back out for the funeral. And ideally, I'd like to do both, but um, fiscally speaking, I won't be able to do both. Um, so, yeah, that's what I've been dealing with a lot. Just the going back and forth with that, and really, I've been able to kind of push it out of my mind, and this is the first time that I've actually been able to speak about it and talk about it without literally breaking down and like getting hysterical, crying to the point where I'm almost hyperventilating. Um, so yeah, I'm just really numb about the situation right now, and if you can hear the cracking in my voice, it's because I have been doing a lot of crying and my voice is just really raspy. Um, but I feel that things are getting better. For me, anyways, I know the situation's not really getting better. But, anyways, something else that happened over the last couple of days was that I was given a Kindle for my birthday, and it's the Kindle Fire, and it's pretty freaking awesome. You know, if you haven't had a chance to actually get out and play with one, I really do suggest doing so. Um, I never thought that I would want it because I'm not really a big book fan. I have lots of books and I love having them on hand, and like I like the way that they look in decorum, but for me, I have dyslexia, and so I have this, and along with the dyslexia, I also have a little bit of comprehension problem. So for me to read a book that's, you know, that thick or whatever, 250 pages plus, it would take me almost a year to do, because as I'm reading, I'm visually processing what's going on in the story, and then I also, like, I'll get stuck and I'll have to reread the same paragraph like 20 times before I can move on. Um, but I found out with the Kindle, you can actually download audiobooks, which I am a huge fan of. And I took advantage of Audible.com. Right now, they are having a special that if you join them, you get you can get 2 downloads for free. And then if you want to keep the service, then it's $14.95 a month. Or if you cancel out that service like I did, I downloaded my 2 books and then I canceled out my service. It keeps your account active so that you can come back at a later time and date and still download all your books or whatever you've purchased. But if you cancel out that $14.95 membership, then they offer you a $9.95 membership for like a full year. And there's like less less features or whatever. With the $14.95, you get 1 free download every month, and then there's another plan where you can, like, the plans vary, where you can get up to 3 or 4 downloads a month. Truthfully, right now, I just don't know if that's a luxury that I'm going to continue with. Maybe later on down the road I'll do it some more, but anyways, so I got the Kindle Fire at Walmart, and I got the Wi-Fi edition, so that way it'll work off of the internet connections that I have here at the house and some of the other places that I go and hang out. Like, my friends have Wi-Fi, so I'll use it there. It was $1.99, and after taxes and everything, And the additional year or 2 year warranty that Walmart offered, it was like another $17 or $18 to do that. I kind of skipped out on that one, and I probably shouldn't have, but at the time I only had like $220 to work with, and so in hindsight I probably should have kept the 220 and just used it for going out to see my grandmother, but I didn't realize that she was gonna make the swan dive that she did, so I went ahead and I purchased it. So it was like 220 and some change out the door, and that didn't give me a chance to get myself a cover for it or whatever, which you definitely want to have it covered. Yeah, just to keep things from happening to it. So what I did is, because I'm a huge upcycle, recycle, do-it-yourself craft person, I took my old Dayrunner planner and I gutted it all out. I took the binder part out, so right here is where the binder would have been. This blue thing right here is actually a velvety book cover that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I took some E6000 and I glued it in here, and I'm gonna add some more little doodads and hoodads, and then it just covers up my Kindle nicely. So the books that I downloaded was The Help and The Wolf Gift by Anne Rice, which is her newest book, and you may or may not know this. I don't know if it's covered anywhere in my profiles or not, but I'm a huge Anne Rice fan. I've been Anne Rice fan since I first saw Interview with a Vampire, and then turned around and read the books. And so The Wolf Gift so far is following along with her her creative storytelling. Anyways, so yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that you could do with the Kindle. I've been reading online, and there's this thing called rooting, and I guess basically what it is you can root or create a directory access or something on it that turns it into a fully functional tablet, like a Android tablet, instead of just being limited to Amazon and Kindle, what they have going on. So I'm thinking about looking into that to see what's going on and what I can do, because if I can take a $200 ebook reader basically and turn it into a $500 Android tablet, then I'm gonna be doing that. So yeah, look for more on that. I may post a video about me doing that. Anyways, yeah, so that's all that's really been going on. I'm gonna try to update more often, and I'm sorry about the quality of the video right now. I'm using the webcam on my laptop. I accidentally broke my tripod the other day, so it's gonna be a little while before I get it fixed or get a new one. Anyways, well, I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you later.